we live?
We are live. Good evening, and welcome to Hearts and Hills. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm one of your co-hosts, Shay Robinson, and we got a station full tonight. But what I'm super excited about is my girl Yolanda is back. I missed you last weekend.
We are back together.
I know.
I miss you too, Shay. Like we haven't been able to sit next to each other for a minute, right?
Right. Life happens, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
But we're here together tonight, and we're excited to share with you. Remember, you can always call in. You will want to call in because they have already been acting up. The number is 334-269-6785. 334-269-6785. And remember, you can always watch us live at Hearts and Hills #1 on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. So go there. Check us out. Yes.
Listen, I'm excited. I'm ready to get started. We have been talking about what a man wants, what a woman wants. And a couple weeks ago, we had some ladies on. And then last week, we had the guys on. And guess what we have? Who we have this week? We have some young folks. Now somebody, you young. So we got some young folks. So we got,
they younger than us.
So we have Vince in the studio tonight. And then we have Marnika in the studio tonight. I got it right tonight. And we have Sean, and they are so excited and being here. And we certainly say thank you for coming and being with us. And they want to share, their experience as in dating and relationship. And y'all got to come with it now. Some folks need some help. So I want to know, one, what is some things that cause you to fall in love? Because wait, let me just first say this. So Vince, how old are you, Vince?
I'm 24.
So Vince is 24. Marnika?
I'm 31.
31. And Sean is?
I'm 23.
23. All right. So we have some young, experienced lovers. So what's some things that make you fall in love and get crazy and be all goo gaga with a girl? I'm gonna start with you, Vince, because you swab over there.
Yes.
Well, I see you want to dive right off into it.
Yes, I do. Let's dive.
I don't know. It really depends for me. Like for women, like the intellect, you got to try to connect with them on a different level than just looks and what they have. I need to know what you bring to the table.
Exactly.
What can we build on? Different things like that. But that's kind of it for me.
So you fall in love, or you really attracted to someone more mentally, not just the physical looks all the time. Right, I'm with you on that. Because I'm gonna tell you, at the end of the day, that good look stuff is not gonna last so long. It's not gonna get you a job. Right. It's not, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yes, it doesn't keep. No, you can't keep a job with good looks unless you're a model. Even then, you get old.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Shay is in here just throwing.
I know I got this new hair. You know how you get when you get the new hair. Marnika, tell me, what do you look for when you looking to fall in love? Like, and mind you, all of these young people are single, right?
Right.
Yeah, in a relationship, coming out of a relationship, or trying to be both in and out. I mean,
Yeah.
But this, you look like you got something to say.
No. I'm just.
You seeking, Marnika?
I'll date.
You'll date
if I want to, yeah, for sure.
What are you looking for in love?
In love,
yes.
What's your ideal
of love?
Yes.
Looking for in love.
Yes.
That's a good question.
You haven't figured that out.
I'm not sure if I've figured that out. Not the what I'm looking for in love part.
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely thought about what I'm looking for in a guy I'm interested in dating or pursuing, but
what does that
not necessarily love. It definitely has to be a guy who knows himself, right? So he's sure about himself. He has ambition, God-fearing, emotional intelligence. Like he has to know what that is and know how to use it, right? Because that is not a term many people even know what that means. So emotional intelligence, and then definitely someone who is big on family and understands and loves Black people, like is very involved in the community and that kind of stuff. So that's what it'll be. But the in love part, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to put that in my little.
What's your definition of emotional intelligence? because that's something we need to talk
Very
about.
specific.
Yes.
Yes, very much so. So, I guess when I think of emotional intelligence, someone who is in tune with their emotional intelligence is a man who knows how to handle his emotions, his personality around different people, depending on where he is in situations. So a lot of people don't know how to control their anger, or they don't know how to show the proper emotions when they're in certain situations. I believe someone who has great emotional intelligence can be in a situation and figure out what's appropriate for that situation.
What
and
about you? What about him knowing you emotionally?
Right, is important because I got a lot of them.
Because we are emotional creatures. You guys know that, right?
Right.
So some moments we're up and some moments we're down.
Right.
So if I lose my puppy and I'm looking for it, you can't say, "Oh, it's just a dog." You have to say, "Baby, I'm sorry. Let's go and look for it." Don't be like disconnected.
Right.
And so I'm trying to expound. Is that kind of what?
Yeah, very much so.
Right.
But who's to say like he doesn't have that right away? Can you work on that? Because some women want you to come exactly with their specifics, but what if you got a guy that has 3 out of 4 qualities and the 4th he lacks?
That's a good one. Early 20s, I probably could have worked with you. At 31, no, you got to have some already. I can help you fine tune, but I ain't defining and teaching you and showing you, and I can't do that today. But early 20s, I could have got you.
But she brings up a good point. Marnika is bringing up a good point, because what she needed at 20 is not what she needs now, and what I need at 30 something. Yeah. 35. You see? Right. And so it's that time frame, because sometimes we ain't got time to be training.
Right.
Sean, you want to train somebody?
I think when it comes to my age, we all learning. So I don't really think it's training nobody. I think it's how can we grow together in the situation. So like with my generation and what I define as love, I don't even think we really know what love is yet.
I love it. You don't.
So I don't get
really? I'm a mama.
So
okay.
I don't even get like, how can we tell a person we love them and we truly haven't even experienced it yet? So
and you're how old?
23.
23. So I love that answer.
So, but go ahead.
Vince want to say something. No, go ahead, man.
I'm just saying, like, okay, but at what age or at what point in your life do you just say, like, okay, I know how to love? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think it's necessarily
Go ahead.
I don't think it's necessarily no age limit. Like when I think of love, I think it means like when you find someone, you'll stick with them through anything, no matter what. Yeah. So everything we've been through in the past, it can't be real love to me because the person ain't here right now. If that makes sense.
Okay. That does. I it makes sense to me.
That's a good question. I think sometimes we do. When I say we, those who are 30 plus, sometimes we we say, "Oh, you don't know what love is. You're too young to understand love," and then that devalues kind of where you are. You know what I mean? As young people, because you do have to learn how to love, and you do have to learn how to grow with people. But let me ask you this question. With that being said, you say we don't know how to love yet. When do you think? Have you ever been in love? First, let me ask you that. Have you ever been in love, Sean?
I don't think so. No.
You don't think so?
No, I'm gonna say no.
Have you ever made a girl feel like you were in love with her?
I say yes.
Yes.
I think I tried to do everything I think she liked, or you know what I'm saying, or like what people in our age range think is right.
Okay. So what do you think is right?
Yeah, tell me.
We getting into your business.
I like it.
Ooh.
What are some things that you did that you thought that she would want?
She watching right now.
Some things that I thought she wanted. I know time is a big thing. Like yes. I had to learn that time. And like what you were saying earlier about disconnect. Like me as a person, what you look at might being a big thing, to me it could be small. So I learned that you gotta care the same way she cared. And so I feel like those are some of the qualities that we have to start giving. Like even though you may necessarily don't care about it, you got to show in the sense that you care, at least interested.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my thing. That's one. Just building a relationship and a bond with the girl or whoever she may be. You got to put time in and actually get to know a person instead of just diving off into it.
I like that because a lot of times I notice young people, they're here, they're there, they with one person this week, another person next week, and it's just like, what are you doing? You know? Yeah. So learning, getting to know a person, their wants, like I would say, what's my favorite color? You try to talk to me and want to know me, and you need to know at least the simple things before, the basics before you go into all of that.
How soon do you know that person would not work out? Yes. I'm honest. Like when you're dating someone, how quick do you know, like, this is not it for me?
Through the communication, like.
But how soon? Like a month in, after a few dates, a few conversations?
It can be through a few conversations. Just me picking your brain.
But do you stay with them even though you know this is not what I want?
Well, I'll speak for me. I can only speak for me. Like, I done got in situations like where I know it won't work, but I just stick around. Just
why you drag it on?
And I don't know why I do it. You know, it's somebody there. You know what I'm saying, to keep talking to until you find somebody else. You know, and that ain't the right way to go about things. But I mean, we being real. I'm just keeping it real. So
we appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Y'all don't like that? Y'all don't like
that's a good response. So at 31, I know pretty early in the first few conversations. Sometimes when I first meet them, I can kind of feel it. But when I was their age, I had no idea. That's how I ended up in so many relationships, and they lasted longer than they should have because I had no idea what the signs were until I was already in it. And I was like, oh, yeah, I really don't like this. Or I guess I was so young that I thought people would change, or those are just moments in time and not necessarily, like who they are. So, and I wasn't really aware of it then, if that makes sense. So now I can pretty much tell within the first few conversations, sometimes instantly meeting somebody. But younger, I was just living my little life.
For me, it's the same thing. I think within like the first couple of conversations, you can figure out if a person's for you or not, based off their personality and persona.
So what's the hardest part about finding relationships at this age? That stumps you. Monica, go ahead. You go first.
For me, I'm career driven right now. I'm, reached a level with my career where I have enough experience that I don't have to use stuff I did in college anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I can apply for jobs that I never thought I would be able to. And so I'm really career driven. It makes it difficult to date because people require your energy, your time, at 30, people who are dating, they're probably trying to settle down and get married. They're starting to think about that because all their friends are. And I'm in a place where, I'm in my career. Today I could be in Alabama and I'm okay if next week I'm in New York. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard for me to date, right? Well, find something permanent and solid right now because I have no intentions on making where I am right now permanent and solid, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It makes a lot
Come on, Vince.
I think for me it's like finding a female like with a clear headspace. A lot of people my age still like to, party every weekend and just do stuff that I don't do anymore. Just because me, like personally, before I got to college, I was kind of, doing stuff college people do before I even got there. So it kind of died out early to me. So some of the stuff that they like to do now, I don't like to do. So I kind of mature for my age, I say. But yeah, that's what I was saying.
All right, Sean.
I think for me I think ambition. Like I like a girl who's more like what she said, career driven, who got goals to set. Because me as a male and what kind of person I am, I feel like I have goals in life that I want to meet. I want to be comfortable in life, so I want a girl who will be comfortable with me, like who will bring stuff to the table, like business wise, and who can expose me to different stuff. So I think my thing is finding a girl kind of with the same mindset that I have. Like she have to be already career driven and don't want to be average, basically. Like having that average lifestyle.
So is it hard to find that type of woman? So a lot of times we hear about, because you know every generation talk about every generation. We know this, right? Why y'all laughing? Because you heard it, right?
Yeah.
We be like, your music is so different, when in essence,
It's the same thing.
it's the same thing. Now, that's not to say that this generation music is not just a little bit more out there, a little bit like we had code words. Y'all just say what it is and call it a day, right? So, do you find that more girls are emulating that? And less of emulating what you've seen in the past, like your mom or those who you know you've been around that you're kind of looking for?
Yeah, I think social media and music play a big role in it. Like as far as like people mentalities my age these days. So like with girls, yeah, music play. Well, I ain't gonna say music. I'm gonna just say social media drives a big, you know, where they target and mindset goes.
So, what do you mean by that?
I think whatever they see on social media and like what other people got going on, they want the same thing instead of finding out what works for you. So like if she was in a relationship and she posting happy pictures on social media and they going out the country and doing this and doing that, maybe the girl might put a little bit more on her significant other, be like, hey, let's do this, let's do that. Trying to copy
relationship
that.
Right.
goals.
Yeah, they copying the relationship goals and don't even know what them people go through.
That's right.
That's
And
good.
I believe that's a lot of stress because we in my age group didn't have that social media to our age group didn't have that social media to look and emulate, but you all have in your age group have a lot of layers to deal with. The music, social media has outgrown because we barely had internet. And so, but y'all have Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snap.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm trying to keep up with all that.
She said Snap.
What you call it?
Snapchat.
Nah, you right.
What
You
is it? What
No,
is
you said it already.
Thank you, Sean. See Sean with me.
Hey.
Well, I mean, Vince, you over here talking about you want a woman with the mindset. Now, have you found any young women that have your same mentality of intellect and wanting to be greater and career driven and all of those good things?
Ooh, you can't throw me out of there.
Well, you said Snap like I ain't say Snap right.
I've seen a few, you know, that catch my eye.
Yeah, they on Snap, on Twitter.
No.
What they got on? What are they wearing?
We can.
No, answer.
What you mean?
She saying what they wearing.
What they wearing? What you mean?
You know
What clothing, attire? How are they dressed? Are they dressed like career oriented, or they dressed like the street? So, or a party, a club. That's what I mean.
It depends on what day.
What day it is.
They versatile.
Yeah, versatile.
But you know that I'm serious about this question because you know now because of social media we have all these women posting pictures of the big boobs and BB.
They want to go
BBL.
I mean, how do you feel about that? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The BBLs?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't too much like it. I don't too much like it. It's just you're trying to alter yourself in a short amount of time. But I don't think it's too much for you. I think it's to show off to other people. You know what I'm saying?
So
why y'all looking at me like
so
that?
for those who don't know, BBL is a Brazilian butt lift. Go ahead.
We just looking at you because do you like the pictures?
Yeah, they think
Because
you
know
You
Take
capping.
the picture.
are you tapping
Where's
the picture?
capping?
like he lying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because are you?
I might like a few of them.
See,
But it's not like on the caption you saying I got a BBL. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's a
But
big
you
butt.
can tell.
Well,
Can you tell?
some of them you
Yeah,
can.
you
Some
can
you
tell.
can if it's an amateur job, but
Nah,
if it's good,
Nah, you can tell.
well, maybe I'm just naive.
no,
Because
no, you too intelligent.
No,
naive. Yes, you are. Let me tell you why.
why?
Because you didn't answer that question directly. Because you're like, now look, I ain't gonna tell everything. So when you see a female, because we're talking about being in a relationship and being in love, but then it's hard for a young female to be acceptable nowadays because we got lashes, weave, butts, boobs. Come on.
Smart.
And so the natural girl is getting passed by because you all are tapping on the pictures with the big booties.
That's good. Say it again.
I mean that's the issue. Nobody want to be original anymore.
But do you like original?
I do. I like original.
Sean?
I like
original. I like both. I really don't have a preference.
You don't have a preference.
I like both because I think with a girl, the looks is what gets you to go to a girl, but the personality and mindset is what keeps you. Mm-hmm. So what I see on social media, that's gonna attract me. But after I probably DM you and try to get your number or whatever, then I text you and talk to you and realize, oh, this girl ain't as bright as I thought she is. Mm-hmm. So then that's a turn off.
But a big butt makes you think she bright.
No. I'm saying that's attractive. That'll make me want to talk to her. But I'm saying after I DM her and be like, hey, what's your number, whatever, then I start talking to her and be like, oh, she ain't got nothing to offer.
Well, what is it? What are some things that she would say that you feel like she doesn't have anything to offer?
If all she talked about is like the stuff that goes on social media and like you can tell when a person's mindset ain't there. So like, let me see. If our interests just don't align and like if she just social media driven, I'm just put it like that. Because a lot of girls do stuff just for social media. Because going back to what he was saying, I think girls, I don't think they get their body done for men. I think they get it done for social media because they think that's what we like. But a lot of dudes like natural hair. A lot of dudes like natural bodies. Yeah. I think girls think we like them getting their body done.
Do you respect girls who, I mean...
I'm waiting on them.
Do you respect girls that because there's a lot of talk, of course, around the Me Too movement. They talk about women
you
have
respect
to wear
girls that post like certain pictures.
Yes.
You want to know the truth?
Yes, I want to know the truth.
No,
hold on. Respect women.
She said
that share provocative pictures that dress really sexy, and you don't.
I wouldn't even try to talk to a girl that put everything out there on social media like that.
Can you say that loud and proud? Really? Because I mean, I like your answer.
Yeah. I wouldn't even try to talk to a girl like that because to me, when a girl posts pictures like that, she already know what dudes' intentions are. I'll get real, from the beginning.
But a lot of women say, I'm just, this is my body. I can put on what I want. I want to look sexy. I'm young. When I get old, I'm going to have all these children. I ain't going to look like this. So I want to put my pictures out. So, what if they're doing it for that purpose? That's not what you're receiving. That's what I really want you to say.
That's not what I'm receiving from that. Because them ain't the results. She getting back. Because I feel like a girl, if she really care about herself, you ain't going to post everything on social media. Like, I don't care. Like, you can tell if a girl naturally thick and khaki pants at school, but you right. No, she ain't got to go and put on no little shorts and none of that stuff. You right. If it's like that. So.
All right, Marnika, you had something to say.
I don't have anything to say.
What do you think about that, Marnika?
Yeah, guys post pictures as well with the tight undies and
shirts. Do they?
Yes,
I don't follow none of them. Yeah. I think from I think from a woman's side of it, seeing men on social media, I think we deal with a lot of flexing. Like they like to I don't know if stunt is gonna help. Flex and stunt are both the same, but they like to show off. So they like to take pictures of like they have a lot of money, or they have these nice cars, or they go to for example, and this is my age group because we just started making money, right? Because at first we was struggling, and now we hit 30, we got a little bit more, but really ain't got much, right? Yeah. But they like to get on social media when they go out, and they like to buy all the bottles, right? And then they like to show the receipts, but it's like you and your homeboy split that receipt. That is not just yours, right? So I think for women on social media, it's hard for us to see the true of where they are in their status.
Financially.
Yes, because that's that's what we see. So for guys, I get it's like the BBLs are showing off the body and all that kind of stuff. And then for us, it's the who car is that?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then whose money is
That really young Mercedes.
and sometimes it really is theirs. And then sometimes it's their homeboys. Because what I learned through experience, the one who really has it, it's hard to find him on social media. You go to his page, he got like 3 pictures. And you like,
because he's too busy working.
he's too busy making the money. He's not, and them cars are his friends. But that's the thing about guys is they look out for their homeboys. So he's okay with y'all taking pictures in front of his car and posing in your Jordans, right? He's okay with it. What's the say?
Sharing shoes.
But that's not all. That's not all. I want to put that disclaimer out there. But that's what when I look at social media with guys, when I think about shooting my shot, I'm always afraid because I'm like, is this really?
I don't know if that's you.
I don't know if that's you. Are you gonna ask me to help pay your light bill, or is that really your money and you can pay your own light bills?
Felix says the real ones really don't flex what they have. That's interesting.
Exactly.
But so, have you ever dated someone from social media? Like, okay, I'm really to answer that question first. Then I want to talk about all these different. So,
Have I ever dated someone I met on social media?
Yes.
No, not that I've met on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've dated someone that I've met like out in public, and all we were able to do was like exchange social medias. Like it was kind of like in passing,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there we communicated on social media, and then decided if I want to give him my number. Because I don't give my number. You're not getting my number when I first meet you. Like
That's really funny because I watch. Forgive me, but I do watch the Paternity Court. It is so good.
How did we get here?
But I'm coming around. I promise.
Okay.
I watch Paternity Court, and what I noticed on there is they say I Facebook messaged him or he blocked me on social media. Nobody is texting. Do y'all text and call each other as young people?
Yeah.
Really?
They FaceTime.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? It's the same thing.
They
I just
FaceTime
get
more
to see
so than call, right? Do y'all go out on dates?
Yeah, we'll
Like, what's a date? Not 5 up.
5 up.
Yeah.
What?
What's the
Yeah.
date?
How many people go
What's
on a
the
date?
date?
If you want to take a girl on a date, so how many people will go?
Me and her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All
I
right,
ain't
all right.
seen
And what
it.
you doing?
I ain't seen.
What you doing? Where you go?
What's the
Where
date?
do you go,
What's the
Ben?
date?
Yeah. What's the
I
date?
mean, it just
Where you
depends
go,
where I
man?
want to take her. You know, I might go out of town with her. We might.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
wow.
that ain't
It's
not a date.
not a date.
That's not a date. You taking her out.
No, you trying to do something else, man.
Hold on.
If he take you out of town, it's a date. That date got some endings.
Yeah. No, wait.
Like you
Why
made
you
free,
looking
man.
for
I'm saying, what's wrong with going out of town?
That
It's
you
not
made
that
free.
hard.
I mean,
I mean, if I was to go,
see, here's the thing. Y'all don't do simple stuff anymore.
I
So,
do.
oh, you do?
Yeah.
Sean.
You ain't let me answer.
Vince.
I'm waiting on you.
Okay, let me let Vince finish.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Vince, go
No,
ahead.
no,
Vince.
no.
I'm saying what's wrong with.
Nothing wrong. So you take her out of town?
Yeah.
First date.
So look, we might go out of town. We
Yeah,
might.
yeah.
I'm just giving you, the good
No,
stuff.
first date.
First day.
Okay,
Very
first
first day.
Yeah,
Very
first date.
Very
Yeah.
first day. Okay.
Let me help you more. First date.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go to the restaurant.
Out of town.
Woo. What kind of restaurant?
Yeah, I need to know.
We could go to
Better not say Applebee's.
See, that's y'all problem. That's y'all problem.
What's
Y'all want to downplay Applebee's because they got the 2 for $20. That's the issue.
For 22.
That's the issue. See?
Not true. Not true, because you can take me on a picnic at a park.
But that ain't no first date.
That ain't no first date.
What's wrong with that?
No. To me, that picnic in a park is more intimate.
Hold on, let's get back to the Applebee's. What is wrong with Applebee's?
Nothing is wrong with
Nothing's wrong with
Applebee's.
No, but y'all gonna see y'all saying that now. But if a man does it, y'all gonna be all
You
on
can
it.
take me to Applebee's on the like 4th or 5th day, but the first day I want to be cute and dressed up. I don't want to do that at Applebee's.
So what would you like to go?
If I would not, I could do Firebirds. Firebirds would be nice.
You can do Firebird, but you're like you don't prefer that.
No, I'm
So what you
saying
really want?
no. Firebirds would be
Let me tell
fine.
you something. Let me tell you something.
Vince
It's
said
about
what you
Vince.
really
Yeah. I'm really digging Vince over here. Vince is like, what you really want? Vince, I'm gonna tell you. You can take a girl like me to Applebee's. I'm cool. Long as we got good communication, good chemistry,
we
the
vibing.
timing is right, I'm cool with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not, and a lot of times people look and say just because you look a certain way, but it's not about that. It's being in the moment and spending time.
Exactly.
I got you. I
Yeah.
got you, man.
She
That's
got
what he
you.
was trying to
Yeah.
say.
She got you.
I ain't going.
Not a first date. I'm not. You can take me to Applebee's on a date. I'm fine with Applebee's on a date, just not the first date. Because for me, I feel like the first date, it should be creative
But
and
it's money.
memorable.
You got to think about this man's money.
A picnic is free.
No, it's not.
You can pay. He had
No.
to pay. He had to go to the grocery
I had to
store.
go to the grocery store, get all the
You
ingredients.
can pay for 2 for $20. You can take that 20. You can make little sandwiches. You can cut up a little fruit and get some
You just
water.
want to know you put in time.
She wants
The
the time.
The time.
Thank
See,
We always get
different
back to
needs.
the
It's
time.
100
Yeah.
degrees outside. Nobody going to the park. Ain't nobody going. You
I'm with you on
you
that
go
too,
to the
man.
park right now. Nobody's.
I'm not going to. It's too hot. It's 100 degrees.
So, all right.
Yeah, I'm with you. Baby.
I'm just picking.
loving it. Sean, come on, tell us.
My first date, I like to go get active. So like I like to do like bowling, go-karts, stuff like that. Cause if I go bowling, like that's going back to what kind of girls I like. So if I go bowling and I see if she don't care about bowling, that's kind of like a turn off for me. Cause she ain't competitive. Like I like a competitive girl.
I'm with you too.
So like,
Oh,
so like when you take a girl to do stuff like that, you get to see what kind of person they really is. Like you can go to the gun range, you can go bowling.
You take
Gun
it to
range
the
is
gun.
expensive.
Yeah.
Gun range is expensive. I
Come on,
gotta
that's
try
come
that.
on,
You gotta
range.
say
You
something.
want that.
Come on, Dad.
So recently, I went on a date to the gun range and for 30 minutes. We probably went in there for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me, am I
No,
being cheap?
how much?
Please,
How much was it? You
It was $100.
Okay.
What y'all think?
What was the?
What did
Are
you do?
you-
What
what
was
did you
the-
do?
We shot our guns.
Y'all
So
owned the
what was
guns or
bad
y'all
about
bought
Yeah,
it?
we
the
own the
guns?
guns.
So, no dinner, just
Oh, we
gun
went-
range.
So you just spent $100 just on the 30 minutes to shoot the guns. I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, after that, we went somewhere.
Mm.
We went to Applebee's.
I mean, did you?
I'm for real. I'm not. No, I just knew if I said that. Y'all know. But,
You was in your feelings about it. That's why I came.
yeah, so we went to Applebee's. But we didn't spend. We didn't do the two. We didn't do the 2 for 22. We spent about $50.
So you
So
spent about 150.
150.
That was straight. That was straight.
So, what do you feel about the date? Do you think the date went well? Well, I mean, you seem like you don't feel like.
We on Facebook.
Yeah, so don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
listen,
No, I want to know. I want to know.
No, afterwards. No, we don't want to get in trouble. She'll get you in trouble.
I wanna
Listen,
get you in trouble.
how much do you spend on a date?
How much
That's
do
a
I
good
spend on
one.
that?
Yeah.
I really don't have a price range, really. 'Cause
Mm.
Yeah, Judge. Okay.
No, see, he's the player. Listen,
Me?
yes.
No, for real.
I don't think that.
No, for real. I don't have a price
Y'all
range.
don't
You
do
can't put money on having fun.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
You
like
can't,
that.
no, for real. But I ain't finna take a girl on a date if I ain't got no money either. So,
That's right.
so that's what I'm not finna
So
do.
you're not gonna let her pay for it?
No, I ain't finna go nowhere. I'm not gonna.
Would you let her pay for it?
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I ain't going.
Okay. So what you saying, Sean?
I ain't coming out.
So you don't have any money. You don't want the girl to pay for it. If she said, "That's okay, let's go bowling," and I got it.
I'm not coming out the house if I ain't got no money.
A
I
man,
like that.
a man shouldn't be walking around with no money.
I feel
That's
sick.
right.
Say it again.
I mean, a man should not be walking around with $0. If you have $0 in,
Dangerous.
you need to you're dangerous. You need to reevaluate yourself.
So what about the girls who are dating guys that
They don't have any money.
they
Oh.
say, I'm gonna let you pay for this meal.
Well, if the female
gonna
wants
pay
to
for
pay
it?
for the
Who
meal,
paying?
The girl.
oh,
Well, if she's
if we dating, like she's my girl, I'll let her handle a meal.
oh,
You know, we can go. I mean, like that comes down
That's
to
my
who you're
version.
dating. You know, just because you can don't mean you got to. You know what I'm saying? If y'all have that relationship where y'all talk things out, communicate, and she say, well, let me get the bill and you get the tip this time, or you get this and I get that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to feel like you draining yourself for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
At the end of the day, you got to protect yourself at the end of the day. So when you're going out, you don't want to just buy her you buying her the food, you going shopping for her, you spending all your money, and she just collecting her coins.
The thing is, if she really cared about you, she would have noticed that from the get-go.
What you mean?
Like, you said the girl draining you.
Mhm.
Like, to me, a real girl would have noticed, like, okay, you know, he done took me on like 2-3 dates, and we're gonna chill at the house or do something else. You see what I'm saying?
Netflix and chill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
but
real
y'all
girl
ain't got no
gonna
house.
drain
Y'all in y'all parents' house, right? Yeah. Who got a house where? Listen.
I am appalled. At the mothers? Sheesh, I have an apartment though.
Okay.
Marnika, would you pay for a man's dinner?
Yes.
First date?
No.
No.
Now, let me say this. If I just went all willy-nilly and asked him on a date, no, I don't even think I would pay then. I don't think I would pay for a first date.
Would you ask a man on a date though?
I haven't, but I wouldn't. Yeah, I would.
Have you ever shot your shot?
I have shot my shot.
What's that mean? What does that mean? Shut
That means you're reaching out to try to get with him instead of him
Is that
reaching
cool
out.
for girls to do it? Women to do
It
it?
should be. I mean, because if you like what you like, come
Some
with it.
guys don't like women to shoot their shot at them, for sure.
Okay. We got two different opinions.
Okay.
Sean. All right,
Sean
Sean.
saying something
Come on,
over here. What
Sean.
you saying, Sean?
If a girl shooting a shot, that ain't feasible in my eyes.
That's not player
Why?
to you.
No. I'm talking about for a girl to shoot a shot.
Why?
If a girl says she likes you, you say
I like the challenge of getting a girl.
Mhm.
So I think something wrong if she come too easy.
I like your thought. Okay, we're gonna hold tight.
Shooting your shot doesn't make you easy.
That's
No,
what
I ain't saying that.
That it
And,
doesn't.
but also, women don't shoot their shots the same way that guys do. So I think in your
Exactly.
head, you're thinking of
Exactly.
it like how you approach a woman and shoot your shot.
Exactly.
I shoot my shot in a way that nudges him and he shoots his shot,
But that's
so that
different.
we. It is not
The way
different.
I'm thinking about you know how I'm thinking.
I
about
know,
it.
but that's what I'm.
No,
I'm just
she's
clarifying what I mean by shoot my shot. If that makes sense. Like, I'm not going to some guy and say, hey, I think you're attractive. We want to go on a date. Like, I'm not.
See, what she's
I'm
talking
not
about, she
doing
on
that.
social media just liking 10 pictures.
Definitely
and
not
then,
doing that
Don't
either.
do
then he
that.
come up in that.
Yeah,
Wow.
so
No,
somebody told me that's what young
That's how
people
you grab
do.
the attention.
That's how you like
It's
a
an
few pictures and they like
attention
your
grabber.
pictures back. Okay.
It's an attention grabber.
Is that what that means? Y'all, please stop liking my pictures like that. I block you.
Okay. Felix asked a question, but what if she's only coming easy to you and no one else? Does that still make her easy?
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
a
Sean.
good question.
To me, perception is key. So we don't know what she's doing. Like, as a man, I don't know what she's doing. Like, I don't know if I'm the only person. I don't know you. So if I see this what you're doing, I'm assuming that's what you're doing
To
to
everybody.
everybody else.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because you are very
Persistent.
persistent, but you don't like to feel like you many.
Yeah.
One of
Mhm.
many.
Yeah.
You like to feel like you are the only
Yeah.
one, and you know that when you're pursuing
Yeah.
because you okay. All right, now come on, give me.
But
come
do
on.
you make her feel like she's the only one? Because
Ooh.
men like that. They like you to make them feel like they everything. But then they got
Issues.
a lot of things.
Come on,
You know?
come on,
You're right.
come on.
I can't speak for what everybody else.
on.
I can tell you.
Yesterday and everything.
This is me.
This is me.
Okay.
I tell the truth from the get go. So I feel like if I'm honest from the get go, either she gonna stick with it or she gonna leave. So
So what does your honesty look like? Meaning, look, I'm dating multiple people.
Yeah,
I just
I'm
want to get
blunt.
to know you.
Mhm.
And how do women respond when you say that?
not well, but if they like me, they'll stick around.
Just say
But
school.
I don't mean like I'm blunted like a bad way.
Hold on.
I know you.
Pause.
Wait.
Pause.
Ooh, I think that the age group too matters.
Pause. You want to feel like the only one, but you want her to accept that
No,
she's
no.
one of many.
No, that ain't what I'm saying. I mean, I believe girls are texting multiple guys at the same time, but I think the cream rises to the top. Like if I'm the best man, I probably will win. But I
He
ain't
likes
gonna
to
stick around.
chase his prey. He likes to chase the girl. He
I
likes
said
for
chase
her.
his
prey.
I
mean,
ain't
well,
gonna
that's
lie.
kind of
We are not prey. No,
but
I'm just kidding.
that's kind of his MO over here.
Yeah,
Sean like the
I like Sean.
Yeah, he don't want you. Don't make it easy for me. I want you. And you, it's okay. I come to let you know that I got other people, but my eyes on you.
Yeah.
But now if you don't stick with the script that I like, then I'll go somewhere else. So because you said I'm bold, I like to tell people what I want.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you after this show.
Yeah, we
What
need
I do?
you good?
Come on, boy. Yeah, shoot your shot. Women.
Bets.
Yeah.
I mean,
How you shoot your shot? You
No.
already told
The
us.
question is, will you date a woman who shoots a shot at you?
yeah, I ain't got no problem with that.
Okay, why do you feel that way though?
I mean, in life, if you want something, you go get it. And if she want me, I mean, yeah, I am.
You know that's not
Yeah, I
the
am.
word, right? You know that's not scripture. I'm just he go on here. I just said, but she won't
I
be.
mean,
She
but
come
like
get
she
me.
said,
I'm
though,
not
like-
going to get nobody
But like
from
she
my
said,
age
though,
group.
women, like, they're not
You better
shooting the
chase
shot.
me.
Like she said, she gonna nudge, and she gonna let me know, and I'm gonna do my thing.
What they look like?
What you mean? What it
I
look
don't know what
like?
it look like.
He's so enjoyable.
He picking on me.
Listen, we got Vince, Marnika, and Sean in the studio with us tonight on Hearts and Hills. We're almost there. Can you believe it? You guys have been having so much fun.
Loving every moment of it.
Yes, I do have a serious question. Can a woman propose to you?
No, absolutely.
That's right. You better say no.
Well,
You my
what's the difference?
right.
I wish a girl would get on the ground and say, "Will you marry me?" Like, come on. I mean, that's just some stuff you just don't do. And a lot of stuff you just don't do. But that's a different conversation for a different day. But if she get on that knee, come on. I mean, we're not taking that serious, right?
Marnika, would you get on your knee and propose? Can't cuss on the show.
No, I wasn't gonna cuss. No, I can't propose. No.
It's a no for me.
It's a no for
It's a
you.
no for me. Nah, that's
What
not
is that a turn off?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, that's.
It seemed like she's desperate.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I think some.
I like that.
I think
Desperate.
some
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's desperate,
Very much.
but I
desperate.
do feel like,
Might be
depending
in
on the
control.
man that she was with, I feel like that may make him feel less of a man, because like the proposal part has always been like the man does it. So I guess you would have to know your man in order to know if proposing to him would be okay. But I don't date men who would be okay with women proposing to them.
So, do you guys still honor that woman and man code, meaning that the man is going to open the doors and this woman is to be just this? Come on, man.
Woo. Okay.
Yes, you gotta turn red.
No.
Like
for
you
real.
see him, you turn
Right,
red.
okay. Yeah, we gonna open the door. And all that. We gonna do all that.
Because what I'm wondering, sometimes I see men and they want women to act like ladies, but a man is not acting like a man. So I'm just wondering, like, if you want a lady, how are you treating this lady? Like, are you opening her door? Are you texting her throughout the day? Do you do those kind of things? Do you, randomly call her and say such and such? Do you
Just thinking
surprise her
about you.
with lunch, or do you? I'm just
No, I
asking.
might call, but I don't like texting all day. I just don't like texting all day.
But one text, like,
Yeah, one text, but we ain't gotta.
What's all day?
You just wanna just sit on the phone all day. I ain't got time to be doing that. I'm out here doing my thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't sit and text all day either. I think we too busy doing other stuff like at work, or sometimes you just need some me time. Why
You don't know
looking
about
like
me
that?
time?
You want me time,
You
don't
guys like 20-some years old. It's me time, all the time.
No,
Like,
it's not.
No,
No,
no.
girls want to talk 24/7
Yeah.
on the phone.
Yeah.
FaceTime all
They-
day.
we gotta-
Call. Where
we
you
got a
at?
lot to say.
Always
Yeah,
ask me
because
where
I
you
can't
at.
do that.
Like,
I
why
don't
you
wanna be
asking
on
me
the
that?
what's wrong with a girl asking you where you at?
The one thing I hate, I really can't stand when somebody question me. Like, that's like one thing I really hate.
What
So,
you mean by
Question you.
yeah, like,
What you mean?
What does that mean?
like I just don't like that. Like, don't
Give me
ask,
examples.
Like, yeah, give us an example.
like,
Where you at?
where you at? Where you going? Stop asking me so many questions. Like,
What if that's her way of showing that she really cares?
Well,
What if that's a way of saying like a conversational starter?
Or maybe you guys should realize that women, what they do to you, they kind of want you to do back. So like if she always asking about your day or what you're doing or where you're going, it's likely you don't ask her those questions at all. So she's trying to start a conversation because what she really wants you to do is ask her how her day is and where is she going and what is she doing. That's kind of how women work. But instead of saying, hey, can you ask me how my day is? They'll say, hey, how's your day? Or what are you doing? Or where are you going? They're trying to start a conversation. And you're taking it as, well, you're on my business. You ask all these questions. You want to know where I'm at? You're trying to hound me down. But really, that's not the case. So I'm trying to give y'all a little secret here. Yeah. Use it to your benefit. When they do that, women are really asking you to ask me the questions. Like, care about what I got going on in my day and where I'm going. Because if you don't care about where I'm going as a woman, if my man doesn't care about where I'm going, you clearly can't care about me because that should be a concern of yours. Is where I'm going. Mm-hmm. If I'm okay, am I safe? Am I having a good day? Am I happy today? Yeah. You're welcome.
She just dropped it on y'all, baby.
Did you get it? No, seriously.
No, I understand.
That's a great point, though. Because that's exactly what you're saying.
I understand. I understand.
You ain't trying to get into business.
No.
You know, you saying all in my business. Just say, hey, my day is going well. Like she said, hey, what you doing? Just say, hey, I'm just hanging out. Like, what you doing? I miss you today. I'm glad you called me. You change it up on her. So she just gave you some good tips, Vince.
Because you don't literally have to say, I am at Target buying a shirt. Because she don't care.
She don't care.
She don't care. She really don't even want to know what you're doing. She wants you to ask her what she's doing.
Exactly. Something happened. I want to talk to somebody and I want to tell you.
You got it.
Now, consistently not answering her questions will then start to make her think you up to no good. Yeah. Right? Yeah. But in the beginning, it's not that. It's just wanting to know what's going on. But eventually, if you continue that cycle, her asking those questions will change to, well, he never wants to tell me where he's going, so he has to be doing something wrong. When really, you could just say, oh, I'm just,
you know, that's when we start following you.
Yeah. No.
Not doing that. Go on. That's me.
Just keep me out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, so I have a question for you, Marnika. Like, I know that you say you're in a different age group, but we're at this place where you're trying to, you know, reach the next level, right? So what do you tell women who are single and they're really still looking for someone, but it's just been hard to find? And I know you inspire yourself at the same time. Inspire all the women out here in the world.
So what do I tell women who are looking and are single?
Yeah.
I think I tell them to, one, don't beat yourself up because, I mean, that's what we're all doing right now. So it's not like it's a you thing. Because I think a lot of times women feel like they look around and they see their friends in relationships, getting married, having children, and they start to think, oh, it's me. Something's wrong with me. One, that is not it. Mm-hmm. And two, I think you should focus more on enjoying life. So I think going places, you know, taking trips, going out to eat and different things like that, and relationships and dating will happen. You'll meet people when you're out and about. Now, if you're single and you always in the house, you never go anywhere, you like, well, I ain't got nobody. You was in the house. You like, what, they gonna break you in?
You know what? You look a lot.
You look for a robber.
A lot of women say, you know, I can't find nobody, but you in the house.
You're in the house. So you have to put yourself in positions to meet people. I'm not saying you need to be all out like, hey, I'm single, come holler at me. But I feel like go to brunch. Guys, go to brunch. There's single men there. You know, if you want to go meet your guy at the church, go to church. If you just have to put yourself in a position to meet, and you have to be open. I think energy is important. I feel like people can feel your energy, and you have to be confident. A lot of women are still single because they're not confident. And men, especially getting in the 30s, women starting to figure out who they are, know who they are. If you're walking around and you're not confident, he can tell. No man wants that, besides a man who is going to take advantage of the fact that you're not confident. You don't want him. So you just got to focus on you, figure out what works for you, make you happy, be confident in who you are, and understand that when you show up, you're the best woman in the room, regardless of what they look like.
That's right.
Yeah, I always feel like that too. What do you tell the men who's trying to date women?
Ooh, men who are trying to date women, I would say that I think women today in 2021 are still kind of similar to women back in the day. I feel like we want to see your effort. So, and I'm not saying you need to do backflips and all that kind of stuff, but, you know, compliment a woman. if she's out. It ain't got to, oh, baby, you so fine. Like, women want to see, I'm beautiful, you know? Compliment a woman, I think, you know, opening doors and that kind of stuff. But I also think men don't realize that women, if you like a woman and it's a woman you're interested in, just have a conversation with her. Don't holler at her. And I think that's the difference. Single men who are trying to date, don't holler at a woman like, hey, girl, can I get your number? Or I think you're attractive. Instead, just say, hey, how are you doing today? How's your day going? Start a conversation. Make her laugh a couple times, and I guarantee you'll probably get a number.
Also, do you feel like this? Because don't be a pushover. We don't like men that we could just take advantage of either. Like, just
right.
So can you speak?
Yeah, definitely don't be a pushover. I am one of those women. So in my career, I hold a leadership position. So I'm very much alpha female in my job because I have to be, right? I have to run a whole department and all that good stuff. So if I meet a man who's a pushover, I'm automatically not attracted to him because I'm tired. I don't want to have to get your life together too. You know, like I don't want to be the leader here too because I do that all day and it's fun and they pay me to do it and it's great. But with a man, I want to be able to lock into my feminine side and just enjoy being a woman and being feminine and, you know, being vulnerable and you care for me. So, you know, yeah, don't be a pushover because, you know, don't be a pushover because women will push you over, you know?
Yeah. All right, Vince, what do you have to say to the young men out there searching for love?
I'll say just take your time. You got time, you know. I see a lot of people like at young ages getting married, and not saying anything wrong with it or anything, but just give yourself time to grow. You know what I'm saying? Develop into who you are. A lot of people don't even know themselves, and they try to get to know other people more than themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I say, just you know, live life, be focused, and you'll find somebody out there. It's everybody can find somebody.
All right, talk to the women. Tell the women.
Ladies,
this is from Vince.
I'll just say, I don't know how to say it like without.
Just go ahead and say it.
Just don't put all your business out there. A lot of men don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you show me everything, if you show me your hand at first, then I got nothing else to figure out. That's right. I know everything about you. You know what I'm saying? So now you're not interested anymore. So I, you know, don't show your whole hand. I ain't saying date everybody, but you know, date you a few men and figure out what you like. Also figure yourself out, and then I think everything will fall in line too.
All right, Mr. Sean.
Mr. Sean,
come on, what do you say to the men out there?
I say, like what Vince was saying earlier, find yourself, know what you want, have goals, go get them. Because I feel like everything else will fall in place. So the more and more you grow and have success, or whatever you define success as, the right person to come along.
All right, to the women.
What I tell them? I tell them pretty much the same thing. Like what she said, if you a woman and you like a guy, you should.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Like with a girl, I think you should let it come to you. Like more of the time, just let it come to you. Like let it happen naturally. Don't try to force so much stuff. Like if you could tell a guy ain't for you, don't try to make him be for you. Let it come naturally. Good. Like whatever you do, I think a girl try to force a guy, and that's how they end up kind of with the wrong dude sometimes, because you making the wrong dude trying to do the right dude stuff instead of, you know.
You want to get a second chance at it?
Let him.
Good one, Sean. I like
tonight's show has been awesome. Vince, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Marnika,
thank you for having me.
Thank you. Sean,
thank you.
Dropping them gems. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
You have been listening to Hearts and Heels tonight. Make sure you share, let someone know about this conversation. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you later. Okay, you gotta say the thing, girl.
Oh, remember, whatever you do, and do it with all your heart. And if you can't do it with your heart, put your heel on it and walk away. Good night.
Good night. Thank you guys for joining us. Share. Let somebody know. Good night.